Welcome back to the Main Piasic Cast. I am your host, Carson Piasic, and today I am riding solo. No co-host with me today. We have a very important game for you today, and it is the Mystics versus the Gravediggers. Massive playoff implications on the line tonight. Only 4 teams make the playoffs. These two are currently at the bottom, with the Gravediggers being 0-2 and the Mystics being 1-2. Gravediggers have had two tough games to start. They opened the season with a loss to the Ball Hogs, a 5-point loss in that one, in which Garrett had a phenomenal game for the Ball Hogs, and the Gravediggers really struggled to get going. Their star Nathan Smith did not have a fantastic game. Logan Shira, the returnee to the SPBL, also struggled in his opener, and then followed that up with a game against the Blackfriars, which are one of the top teams in the league. Of course, starred by Sam Satterwhite, and they had a fantastic game overall. The Blackfriars did. Gravediggers just could not keep up. Again, a bit of a letdown performance from the top offensive players on the Gravediggers, but the main story from that one really is that Sam Honeycutt, their point guard, is no longer on the team. He was injured in that one and is going to be out for the season. And so in comes Allen to replace Sam Honeycutt. This Gravediggers team has already had some great chemistry issues, and subbing out a player for a new one midway through the season is not necessarily going to be helping that. So we have a lot to look forward here to tonight with the Gravediggers, seeing how they mesh with the newcomer on the team, seeing how this offense evolves, an offense that has really struggled to score points early on. And then on the other side of things, the Mystics started off very rough as well, getting blown out by the Blackfriars as well, and getting blown out by the Ball Hogs. Both of them lost to the Blackfriars and Ball Hogs, but the Mystics just had a game against the Scrappers in which they upset the Scrappers with an 8-point victory. They were led by Hunter with 24 points and 19 rebounds, as they normally are. They also got a contribution of 17 points from Neil Alsop on a hot shooting night for him, as well as a fantastic night from the free throw line for the Mystics, going 16 for 22 from the line. They definitely have turned around their ship a little bit. They've gotten their first one on the board, and they're looking to start stacking them here against the Gravediggers. Gravediggers lineup is Nathan Smith, Logan Shira, Allen, and Rob. And then the Mystics, of course, have Hunter Freeman, Neil Alsop, Travis Wilson, and Dave Keena. Referees today are Garrett Brooks, Carson Braswell, and Nate Bryers. We should have a great one in store here, folks, and a lot riding on the line tonight. We'll throw it down to the court for the tip-off. You may notice this is not the normal gym. We are playing this one at Little Flower, a smaller court without a defined three-point line. So kind of throwing back to the old SPBL seasons. We'll see how it impacts the play on the floor tonight, but both teams will have to deal with it. And we'll see how they adapt to the smaller court and who is able to come out on top in this one. The Mystics, obviously, defensively will be very focused on Nathan Smith. Even though he struggled to get going early on, he is their cog of the offense. And if he gets hot, he will lead their team to victory for sure. Logan Shire has also struggled so far this season, but if he's able to get it going, this team could be lethal. But we have not seen them figure out offense yet. Maybe the addition of Allen will help them out in that regard. Hunter wins the tip. And then for the Gravediggers defensively, Hunter is their star player, but Neil Alsop is also known to be able to get going and get hot, and when he does, it makes them a very formidable team. Neil missed that fadeaway to start the game. Hunter with a couple offensive rebounds, Dave with some offensive rebounds, and this is what the Mystics do, folks. They have their big guys down low, Hunter and Dave, and those two will get rebounds. You see Travis going in there and getting his rebound. This has been 5 shots to start the game for the Mystics. Gravediggers had not even touched the ball yet. Hunter throwing one up and gets that one to go. Eventually, if you keep getting offensive rebounds, one of them is going to go in. And this is a big problem for the Gravediggers, something that's been a problem Rob is their man down low, but he's not necessarily the most aggressive on rebounding, especially, there's the note that he is the only player in SPBL history to average more offensive rebounds per game than defensive rebounds per game. Some may say that's luck. Some may say he just goes hard on the offensive glass. But regardless, the defensive rebounds have not been there for him, and that makes this team rely more on Nathan Smith to get those rebounds. Allen provides them some size as well, and hopefully he can get going there. But uh, this team right now needs to get a rebound, as you see. Still not a single rebound for the Gravediggers. The Mystics are owning the offensive glass. Neal pulling up from deep, no good. And it is Nathan with the rebound. There you go. Gravediggers finally with the rebound, pushing it the other way. Kick out to Allen. Allen over to Rob. Rob loses it out of bounds. Rob, not necessarily a main player on the offensive end, but he can contribute when needed. 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Neal pulling up and does not get that one to fall. Hunter with a rebound, and there you see Dave going for that board. Logan is able to get it away from him. Neal, while he can get hot and can have some good shooting performances, he can also fall victim to taking some ill-advised shots, to say the least. And you see him, he's taken a couple already today. I think he's feeling it from that game against the Scrappers, in which he had a hot shooting night and was the main reason why they came away with a victory. Nathan Smith got the shot to go. Travis loses it out of bounds. It is 2-2 early on. See Logan being their point guard so far early on, but Nate's bringing it up a couple times too. It's going to be ball handling duties will be spread around now with Sam Honeycutt no longer on the team. Logan misses the shot, rebounded to Neal. Neal finds, tried to find Dave down low, and loses it. The score is still 2-2. There you go, Nate bringing it up. Nate with Travis on him, a mismatch size-wise, but is not able to make anything of it. Tries to get down to Logan. He does. Logan gets the layup to fall. Neal caught sleeping on the defensive end. Logan goes behind him and gets the layup. 4-2 Gravediggers. Neal, again, another fadeaway mid-range shot, and that is what I've been talking about. He sometimes falls victim to that. Travis pulling up from deep, hits the three. Travis Wilson with a three-point shot to take the lead 5-4. Travis, not necessarily their main scorer, but he's also a provider. He's their point guard, and he can hit threes when needed. Logan misses badly on the three. Nathan is able to hit the offensive rebound, put back, and one. Make that 6-5 Gravediggers lead. And already, this is a much better offensive performance from the Gravediggers out of the gate than in either of their first two games of the season. This is definitely what the Gravediggers were hoping for coming into this season. We've seen some great connection between Logan and Nathan. They now have a lead 7-5 with 5 points coming from Nathan, and then Nathan assisted on the bucket for Logan as well. Dave over to Hunter. Hunter loses it out of bounds. Two big men trying to run a big man game, but clearly do not have the passing capabilities to do so. Logan gives it over to Nate. Nate, responsible for all 7 points so far for the Gravediggers, pulls up from mid-range, no good, and hits the top of the backboard, still in bounds. Logan gets the offensive rebound, no good on the putback. Over to Allen. Allen takes it out to Nate. Nate gonna pull from deep, no good. Allen with offensive rebound. This is, Logan unable to corral the tip from Allen. And I was just about to say, this is what the Mystics are normally good at, is the rebounding. So aggressiveness from the Gravediggers is definitely going to come in handy for them. No good on the shot from Neal. And you've already seen Neal attempt 6 shots here in the first quarter, unable to get any of them to fall. Allen drops it. Nate pulls it from deep, no good. Rebound, Hunter. Mystic's going to slow it up here, maybe a little bit out of breath. This has been quite a fast-paced quarter to start. Hunter going to go right in. Over to Dave. Dave pulling up from three. Don't see that very often. Misses it, and Logan with the rebound. Dave once was a solid three-point shooter in the SPBL, but he's kind of lost his touch a bit over the seasons and has not had a fantastic shooting season thus far. Logan misses the easy layup. Mystics now bringing up the court. Travis, another three. No good. Looks like a hustle for the rebound. They call it out on Dave. Or no, apologies. They thought it was out on Dave, but it was actually out on the Gravediggers, so it will be Mystics ball. Dave with a good hustle there. Hunter, easy layup, assisted by Travis Wilson, and that ties the game up 7-7. Hunter now with 4 points. Travis with 3 of his own and an assist. Logan going to pull up from the free throw line. No good. Gets his own rebound. Yeah, Hunter on Logan. You still have Travis on Nate. It's been an interesting strategy for the Mystics putting Travis on Nate being so undersized, kind of testing Nate's ability to see if he will go inside and try to score in the paint. But Hunter and Dave are there to help. Hunter gets the layup to go, and that the defense abilities of Hunter and Dave down low to help out in case Nate does drive does make it a smart choice for Travis to go up and pressure him up there on the threes. Nathan gets Dave to switch onto him. I'm sure. Oh, double team now. Rob left open, but Logan does not go to him. Logan backing it out. Pulls up from deep. No good. Dave with the rebound. Mystics bring the ball up. Travis loses it out of bounds on the pass from Neal across the court. It is a 9-7 game. Mystics in the lead. Hunter leading the way with 6 points and a handful of rebounds already, just as we are accustomed to from him. Logan gets some space here for the three, closed out by Dave. Over to Allen. Allen back to Logan. Logan with the layup, and it is good. 9-9 tie game. And there's some good ball movement and passing from this Gravediggers team that desperately needs it. So far, Allen has not provided too much on the offensive end, but he has been a smart player, has not made many mistakes, and at this point, that is all the Gravediggers can really ask for is some smart play, smart passes, get the ball to your offensive threats, Nathan and Logan, and let them work. Nathan going to pull up from really deep, had his shot, missed it. Logan misses his, gets it back. Some good offensive rebound here from the Gravediggers. Hey, puts it up off the glass, no good. Dave with the rebound. Travis gets double teamed a bit. Nate tried to strip it, no good. Hunter over to Dave. Dave with the layup, makes it with 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gravediggers Logan to take the lead, no good. And the Mystics will lead at the end of the first quarter by a score of 11-9. And although this game has not gone the Gravediggers' way in terms of the final score of the first quarter, Gravediggers have had one of their best first quarters of the year, and really all that you can ask for out of this team right now. A team that's 0-2 and looking to get their first win on the board, just staying in this game right now and giving themselves a chance to win at the end is really all they can ask for. And in a game that they know has such massive playoff implications, they're going to need to keep going and stay hot. Logan misses another three, and the Gravediggers have been struggling so far from three early on. Nate gets the rebound, though. He is the only one to make a three for this team. Allen going to take it in. Weird pass over to Logan, but successful nonetheless. Travis with the steal off of a Rob pass. Travis going the other way. This is the layup. Blows it on the other end. The great defensive play blown by a lineup and layup. You heard some screams from the Gravediggers trying to throw him off, and they did. Allen going to pull up from three. Not necessarily the best shot for him. Misses that one. Neal from deep, no good. His confidence is unmatched. Even when he's cold, he will not stop shooting. Reminds you of that J.R. Smith quote, gotta go 0 for 27. If you go 0 for 2, it means you stop shooting. Layup is good from Logan. Ties the score up at 11. The Mystics do have a much greater sense of confidence now, you can tell, in their play after beating the Scrappers. They were definitely down a little bit after those first two losses to the Blackfriars and the Ballhogs, both blowout losses. Gabe gets the rebound, but now they've come out with much better energy, and they seem to have a much better sense of what each player is good at and what their role on the offensive and defensive ends are. Mystics with the ball after the rebound was tipped out of bounds by the Gravediggers. Travis finds Neal on, no, he does not. Finds Dave on the inbound. Dave over the Hunter. Hunter going to take this one in. No, they do call a foul. Foul on Allen. So it's going to be Hunter going to the line. Allen pleading his case to the referees, but Nate Briers will not budge. Mystics, who were fantastic from the free throw line in their last game, missed the first one, courtesy of Hunter Freeman. Again, free throw shooting in general is hard to come by in this league, and Hunter Freeman himself is not necessarily the best free throw shooter around, but in that game against the Scrappers, he did go 6 for 8 from the line, which was a pleasant surprise and helped lead them to victory in the closing minutes. Goes 1 for 2 from the line there. Nate loses the ball, but Allen gets it. Allen over to Rob. Rob taking it in. No good. Over to Logan with the steal on the Hunter outlet pass. Logan connects the layup to fall to try to capitalize. Hunter ends up with the rebound and gets that pass over to Travis. Travis up the floor to Neal. Neal finds Hunter on the cut. Hunter going right in. Traveling call by Garrett Brooks. Garrett calling the travel on Hunter Freeman. Great play there from the Mystics, and you see Hunter is someone who will go in and cut to the hoop, and as long as their Travis and Neal playmakers can find him, he can get some easy layups that way, but not if he takes too many steps. Logan with a bad miss from 3. Another poor deep shot from Logan, and you have to wonder if there's going to be a time when they might have Logan stop shooting those deep shots because he's been much better inside the arc. He had some layups fall. Neal finally gets a 3 to fall, and Mystics open up a 4-point lead, leading by a score of 15-11. Nate from really deep, no good, and this is kind of where the Gravediggers offense has gotten stagnant. They got out to a strong start. They had a good sense of good balance in terms of inside and outside scoring, trying to capitalize where they could. Logan with quite a few layups down there. Nate was hustling for offensive boards, but now we've seen a few possessions in a row of just throwing up a deep 3, not making it, and it has been very tough for them so far. The outlet pass was stolen by Dave. Allen was trying to throw it up the court to Rob. Hunter no good on the layup. Nate gonna push it up the floor, going 2-on-1, go all the way to the hoop, makes the layup. Neal unable to defend that one.
14-13.
Apologies, I guess they ruled the shot from Neal at 2. As the Mystics only have 14 points, leading by a score of 14-13.
Allen pick.
Nate over to Logan. Logan thinking about pulling one up, but he does not this time. Goes back inside where he has found more success. Unable to make that one over Hunter. Hunter with some good post defense as we've grown accustomed to from him. Neal tries to pass inside. Kicked ball by Allen. It will remain Mystics ball. 3.5 minutes left to go in this half. Mystics leading by a score of 14-13. Dave with the ball inside right away, going in on Rob. Puts up a hook shot, does not get it to fall. Rob with the rebound, he gets it over to Allen. What a great defensive play from Rob. Someone who has had conversations around him being potential defensive player of the year, Rob. Um, we'll see how the voting falls halfway through the season, but timeout Gravediggers down by one. Like to see that despite their struggles so far in this quarter, they are still in it. Poor shooting has been supported by the fact that the Mystics have struggled offensively as well this quarter. Only getting a couple baskets so far. You see the referees out here shooting around. Carson Braswell in the Bucky's shirt. Gotta love to see the representation over there. And going back to the Logan shooting, he's really struggled shooting in general to start the season. Today has been no different for him. You know, in their season opener against the Ball Hogs, Logan went 1 for 9 from the 3-point line, and then in their second game of the season, that was against the Blackfires, a 21-point blowout. Logan went 2 for 7 from deep. So 3 for 16 on the season coming into this one, 0 for 5 already tonight. So it puts him at 3 for 21. Not the efficiency that you want from him, and he's gonna really need to turn it around there if they want a shot. He did hit the pull-up jumper right there. I believe they ruled that one a 2. 2-point shot for Logan confirmed. Leading by a score of 15-14 right now, right after I call him out for not quite performing on offense. He's had some good success inside the line. Looks like it might have been a travel there on Logan, but he gets the pass up to Nate. Nate almost gets stripped by Travis. Travis putting a lot of ball pressure on him, and he can afford to do that with the defense of Hunter and Dave down there. Looks like there's some confusion here. Allen is pleading his case to the referees. Both teams want the ball here. Looks like it's going to be Mystics' ball. Gravediggers definitely thought it was going to be a reach and foul on Travis. Travis poked the ball away. But and some of the people in the stands seem to think so as well. But the referees ruled it over and back, I believe, or out of bounds. It's tough to see back in this corner here, but regardless, the referees ruled it Mystics ball. They came together and talked for a second and agreed that it will be Mystics ball. Mystics down 1, 15-14. Travis gets stripped by Allen. Nate pulls up from deep. Misses that one badly. Neal with the rebound. Neal pushing up the floor. Loses the handle. Pulls up on the middle and makes it. That gives you the full picture of Neal sanity right here. You'll be cold. He'll be 0 for 7 to start. Hits a shot in the corner, gains some confidence, pulls up, gets the fadeaway mid-range over Allen, and gets it to go. You get the full experience here, the good and the bad. Fast break layup from Hunter, no defense there to stop him. All of a sudden, the Mystics lead by 3. Nate goes in for the layup, misses, but gets fouled by Dave. What a sequence of events we were just able to witness there. Both teams trying to pick up the pace here, leading into halftime before the break. Nate at the line for 2. Gravediggers down 3. Makes it a 2-point game, 18-16. Second free throw is no good. Mystics will call timeout, leading by 2.
18-16 purple. Who called timeout? Y'all called timeout?
Each team has now used 1 timeout, and it'll be really interesting to see how the Mystics adjust their defense, if at all, with the emergence of Logan so far inside the arc. Obviously, we mentioned that with Travis guarding Nate, Travis applying pressure, you expect to have Hunter and David down low to help out. And theoretically, they should be there to help out in the event that Logan tries to go in as well. But Logan has been able to get in there and score quite a few points for the Gravediggers, keeping them in this game. Neither Nate or Logan, once again, shooting very well from deep to start this one. Nate with one made three so far.
Steve. No. They've got 20 seconds left.
These two teams needing to catch a breath here. Both teams have been going very hard. Obviously, as we mentioned already, a lot on the line tonight with the playoff scenarios. Going into this one, these two teams are pretty clearly at the bottom. The loser is in grave danger of missing the playoffs. They will meet again later on in the season. So if depending on the result of this one, that game could also have a big impact on whether or not either team is able to make the playoffs. But a win here for the Mystics combined with their previous win over the Scrappers would put them at 2 wins, which with the Gravediggers having 3 games left remaining after this one, 2 of them being against the Scrappers, they would need to pull off a win versus the Scrappers and then a win against the Mystics as well. So the Mystics' previous win coming into play big time.
I don't want it. I'm doing this. I'm doing this shit. No, you can do that.
Is there actually no one writing down those
No, he's got it.
I'm literally writing down that.
Looks like some questions here from the referees and the scorekeepers. Trying to make sure everything is being recorded properly. Logan makes the free throw. Misses the second free throw. Rebound to Hunter. Mystics leading by a score of 18-17. It has and Logan for the Gravediggers. Nate with 8 points and Logan with 9. Travis gets tripped on the layup. Nate going to the paint, pulls up from short, misses. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter already with a double-double, 12 points and 11 rebounds. A fantastic showing, apologies, 11 points and 11 rebounds. Fantastic showing from him already in this one. Neal with the swinging layup, takes it. Gives the Mystics the lead by 3 in the closing minute here of the first half. Nate pulling up from really deep, no good. He's been trying to just take open shots where he can. Doesn't get back on defense either, but Allen does, and Allen gets it out. Nate kind of just stood there after that one. Mystics ball with 30 seconds to play in this first half. Travis tying his shoe over there. Want to make sure everyone is safe in this one. No more injuries like the one that happened to Sam Honeycutt, sidelining him for the rest of the season, potentially the rest of his career. Allen is asking for either a timeout or a technical over here. Refs gave Travis the time he needed to tie his shoes. Gonna have him inbound here. Finds Dave right under the hoop with Rob guarding him. Dave puts it up, fouled by Allen. Dave going to the line for 2, with the Mystics already leading by 3. Dave makes the first free throw, nothing but net. He's got that high arcing shot. It's his signature shot, as we've seen in the SPBL for a few seasons now. No good there. Hunter tries to tip up for the rebound. Allen recovers it over to Logan. Logan with 2 guys on him, gets it all the way into the paint and makes the layup. Logan with 11 points here in the first half. first half. Mystics leading by.
No foul! No foul!
Play from deep, no good to end the half. Some good defensive effort there from the Gravediggers to end the half. Mystics lead by a score of 21-19. Both the first two quarters were fairly balanced. Mystics won the first quarter 11-9. Mystics won the second quarter was tied 10-10. And both teams have been putting forth good effort here. I think for the Gravediggers, a bit more strategy on offense, a bit more knowing your role and knowing what shots are good for the offense could very much provide them with a boost that they need to come over this. The Mystics have been doing a fantastic job on defense, no discredit to them. But whenever the Gravediggers have had an opportunity to get a good shot, and I was about to say that Allen is not necessarily the one that they want shooting at. They left him open for a reason, but he made them pay. And now Gravediggers in the lead, 22-21. Allen's first points of the game. First points that have not come from either Logan or Nate for the Gravediggers gives the Gravediggers the lead. Mystics have been doing a good job on defense. You see that with Hunter and Dave guarding. Nate pulls up from three, no good. With Hunter and Dave guarding Rob and Allen, the two guys that aren't very much scoring threats, they don't have to focus as much on them and can help more on Nathan and Logan. Good strategy to start out, but Nathan and Logan have still gotten theirs. Travis gets a layup to go, so it is going to be Mystics up by one. Nate, no good on the three. Rebound. Hunter tried to give it to Dave and lost it. Diggers had it for a second and lost it, and now is going to be Diggers' ball. Good hustle there, a bit of a mental lapse from Hunter trying to corral that rebound. Nate from really deep hits that one, and finally, thanks to heavens that he is able to hit that one and gives the Diggers the lead by 2, leading 25-23. 2 threes here to start the second half for the Diggers, and this is something that the Gravediggers definitely wanted to see more of this season. They've not been able to have some good shooting nights, but if they can get going here in the second half, they could find a way to come away with this one, and it could give them the boost that they need, the spark that they need for the rest of this season, try to push for the playoffs. Hunter taking it into the paint, gets the layup to roll in, ties it up. Hunter limping on the way back.
25 all.
Tie game, 25-25 here in the third quarter. If the Gravediggers shooting here can continue, Nate pulling up from really deep again and hits another one. 3 threes to start the second half for the Gravediggers. Allen giving them the spark. Nate continuing, carrying the torch. Gravediggers lead 28-25. Travis dribbling around, gets some pressure. You see the Gravediggers putting some effort in on defense. Now Allen, Neal fading away. Not going to unbalance. Looks like the referees have some disagreement on which call it is. Some fans yelled for an over the back on Hunter. It will be out on Rob.
You're on offense, Dave. He doesn't even know the call. Come on, boys.
You see Sam Honeycutt's boys. I think Sam is in attendance here today, coaching up the Gravediggers team, and he is very vocal towards the refs as well for any potential missed calls. Travis misses the 3. Gravediggers going back down the court. See if the hot shooting can continue.
I like the idea.
Logan with nice look to Nate, but unable to get the pass to connect. Out of bounds. Turnover. Mystics ball.
We got the timeout. I know. I don't think he's said it in a while.
Travis. Ball. Looks a bit confused. Looks like it was tipped out of bounds by Allen. Allen been pressuring a lot on defense. He's definitely a strong defensive player, and it's something that the Gravediggers needed if they weren't going to be able to provide offense for themselves. But the combination here in the third quarter of good offense and good defense is very good for the Diggers. Nate pulls up in Hunter's face, Nate shooting some very, very deep threes in this one. Mystics have been pressuring him as he gets closer to the three-point line, obviously kind of daring him to shoot the deep ones, and he has not been afraid to shoot them. Wasn't shooting good in the first half, but 2 for 3 here to start the second half. Neal, no good. Hunter gets the offensive rebound and puts the layup in. Hustle from Hunter keeps them in every possession. Logan gonna go right in the paint. Gets the layup to no good on the layup. Fouled by Neal, and Logan will go to the line for 2. It looked like that layup was going to roll in. It did not.
Was I there for that? No. Just say Neil.
Diggers still in the lead by 1 point here. 28-27, Logan to the line. Gets the free throw to go, takes the lead by 2. Definitely Logan's best offensive performance this season. Despite struggling from behind the three-point line, he has been able to find great success inside the arc.
Allen, keep the
Has hit
energy
a
up.
few free throws as well. Sam Honeycutt yelling at Allen to keep the energy up. Obviously, something that Allen can bring to this team is energy, and it's something that this team desperately needed. Hunter misses the layup, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. You had a swarm of Gravediggers going down there to defend it. None of them got the rebound. Hunter comes away with it. Nate pulls up for 3. No good, and out of bounds over the backboard. Mystics ball. Travis bringing it up slowly, allowing the team to catch their breath a little bit here.
Stay where you're at.
Pulls it back out.
Rebound.
Pulls a 3. No good, and Hunter is right there for the rebound. You see him in good position and gets the layup to go. Nathan not boxing him out. Hunter always finds a way to get in good position for those boards. Gets it and puts it back in. Fantastic showing here from Hunter with 15 points and 16 rebounds in this game. Rob gets the rebound. No good on the putback. Saw an offensive rebound there. His specialty.
Get back, Rob. Stay in front of the goal.
Hunter taking it right into the paint. Gets the layup to fall. And Hunter with a fantastic performance here in this one, continuing to pile on those points and rebounds in the paint, doing all of the dirty work down there. Nathan and Rob have been unable to stop him in any manner. Allen, apologies, Logan dribbling and Luke steps back out of bounds. After the flurry of points from Hunter, we have Mystics in the lead of 33-30. Definitely not what the Gravediggers wanted right now. After getting a hot shooting start to the quarter, still find themselves down in this one, still find themselves down in this quarter. Very high scoring quarter from both teams. Both teams coming back out of the halftime break with some strong energy, some strong effort. I think both teams desperately needed a break. Neither of these two teams are known to be the most well-conditioned teams. You definitely think of the Scrappers and the Ball Hogs as some of the better conditioned teams. But nonetheless, they have used their break time wisely, and they've gotten back and going well in this third quarter, kind of finding their groove on both sides. Nate finally hitting some threes, Allen contributing as well on the offensive end, Logan continuing to take it in the paint, taking it in the paint more now in the third quarter than he did in the first half. It looks like they might have made a bit of an adjustment here with Logan's offensive game planning. And then the Mystics, on the other hand, it's been Hunter just going in, doing all of the dirty work, getting rebounds, scoring, and keeping them in the lead. Questionable pass right there. Travis was standing right on the half-court line, almost an over and back on the inbound. Neal with the ball. Hunter fighting for position. We have Logan on Hunter now. Nate steals it from Logan. Nate up to apologies. Nate steals it from Neal. Nate up to Logan. Logan blows the layup. Somewhere that I was just complimenting Logan on his performance so far of this game. And then Logan, frustration foul. what was about to be a great play for the Gravediggers and maybe a momentum builder turns into a blown play. Misses with the ball. Neal gonna pull from three. Misses. He's gonna go in and get his own rebound though. Dude, what a play from Neal.
35-30. 35-30.
Mystics leading 35-30. Gravediggers gonna have to get back to scoring in this one if they want to have a chance here. Can't let this one get away from them with the hustle that the Mystics have given. Nate playing from deep. No good. Rob with the offensive rebound. His specialty. Nate gets the shot off the glass. Nice touch off the glass from Nate. 35-32. Mystics lead.
35-32.
Travis gonna slow it up here. Wide open for three. Did Travis with another three, his second of the game, giving the Mystics a 6-point lead, 38-32. Nate gonna look for his own three, doesn't pull it. Over to Rob. Rob down to Allen. Allen back up to Nate. Nate from deep. He wants it, but he will not shoot it. Over to Logan. Logan down to Allen. Back to Logan. What a good cut. What a good pass. Logan with another missed layup. And he is totally out of rhythm right
There you
now.
go.
After all the compliment he has given, Logan tries to hustle back from deep. Travis from three, no good. Tried to see if he was hot or not there. Allen with the rebound up to Logan. Logan gonna look for Nate. Nate already up the court. Finds a three. It is good. Nate, it's another three. His third of the quarter makes it a 38-35 game. This is the type of shooting that you want from the Gravediggers. Travis gonna fall from deep. No good. Gravediggers still down three. 38-30. Apologize. It is
He is raging it right now. I just have to keep sliding up. The message is coming through.
38-35 here.
I just told him what the situation was.
See if Nate can
He won his
continue
first
it.
7. That's on him.
Logan down to Allen. Allen finds Nate. Nate gonna pull from deep again. No good. Nate with 11 points this quarter, leading the way for the Gravediggers now. The moment you start to slouch on defense against Nate, he will make you pay. No good on that three. Back-to-back misses now. He wants that ball again. Ooh, what a pass from Logan down to Allen. Allen with 5 points now on the sweet pass from Logan.
See it like work.
Gravediggers down by one, 38-37, winning this quarter. A great offensive performance this quarter, nearly doubling their point total. Hunter, no good. Dave with the rebound, puts it back in with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Mystics up three unless Nate can tie it here at half. What's the ceiling? It looks like. And after all of that,
30-37.
the Mystics still in the lead, 40-37, winning that quarter 19-18, even after a fantastic shooting performance from Nate and definitely the best offensive quarter of the season so far for the Gravediggers. They still find themselves trailing and need to find a way to get back into this one as Hunter goes right in, bullies Logan, gets a big boy basket down in the paint. Mystics now up by 5. 42-37. Logan gonna take it into the paint. He's got 2 big guys down there waiting for him and misses the layup over Hunter. Travis checking his mouth. He might have gotten hit in the mouth there. Travis walking it up. Defended tightly by Allen. Over to Neal. Neal gonna pull a 3 or 2. They call it a 2, but it goes in anyways.
44-37.
Neal with his unique shooting form, and it works. 44-37. Right as we saw the flurry of points from the Gravediggers, they completely fell apart on the defensive end, and the Mystics are still just getting points. But Nate responds with another 3. 4 threes this half. for Nathan Smith, as he has really started to come on offensively. And this is the Nathan Smith that the Gravediggers have been waiting for. This is the Nathan Smith that they were supposed to have, and the Nathan Smith that would keep them in games and winning games. Tipped ball by Allen, strong defense. Nate pushing up the court on the fast break. Got Hunter there. Stops. Misses the layup. No, Nate doesn't normally like to go straight up with the layups. He likes to stop, and he stops there and loses it on the missed shot. They call a foul on Rob here, as the Mystics were trying to push it back up the court. Rob's got something to say to the refs here. It's a laugh out of the Mystics. Field. Dribbling around over to Dave in the corner. Dave trying to back down Rob. Gets it over to Hunter. Hunter, what a quick pass to Neal. What a cut. What a pass. What a play. The Mystics on that one. Looking like the Spurs. Now with a lead of 46-40. Gravediggers better hope that Nate and or Logan have some more magic in them. Neal with the spinning layup, no good. Dave with the rebound. Neal up to Travis. Travis with the ball. Rob guarding him. Travis fading. No good. Almost gets it to fall. Dave with the rebound over to Travis. Travis with another three from the wing. Air balls. And it is out of bounds. Gravediggers ball. Down by 6. 46-40. Again,
46-40.
as we saw in the last quarter, some hot shooting from the Gravediggers, especially Nathan Smith, can easily flip this game around. But the defensive end has definitely fallen apart a little bit here. And they will need to be able to get some stops on defense if they want to win this one. Mystics offense looking like it is a well-oiled machine right now. Hunter, the cog of the offense. If all else fails, Hunter will provide. But if he can, he will find ways to get Neal and Travis involved, even Dave on the occasion. And whenever you have this whole team humming like they are, is really, really good for the Mystics. And this is how they were able to beat the Scrappers. And you can see the confidence they play with now, the chemistry that they have built on this team. They know that they have a rebounding prowess between Hunter and Dave. They know that they have enough outside shooting between Travis and Neal where they can provide when needed. And if they all just stick to their role and do what they need to do, they can win some games. Hunter is still leading the way with 19 points and 22 rebounds here in this one. Just a fantastic game. Has a good chance to get to another 2020 game. Hunter's signature 2020 game. Nate down to Logan. Logan over to Rob. Rob does not. Oh, puts the shot up. He was open there for a second. Wasn't able to get the shot up quick enough. Misses that one. Good pass from Logan, but unable to capitalize on the play. Mystics with the ball. 5 minutes to go here in this one. Travis taking it in over to Dave. Dave to Hunter. Hunter looking to take it in. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Stop. Gets his own rebound again. Nate and Logan are not able to get a board over Hunter today. Dave with the layup on Nate. And there it is. Like I said, Hunter, he will go and get his own, but if he can, he will get others involved. You've seen him get all 3 of the others involved here in this quarter. Allen pulling up from deep. No good. Quick shot. Oh! Looks like Logan was able to save that one on a hustle play. Wait, now we're already walking back down to the other end of the court. Logan saves it. Out of bounds on Dave. Figures ball. Rob up to Nate. Nate gonna pull from really deep again. No good, almost. Logan with the rebound and putback. Logan doing all of his damage today, pretty much in the paint. And it has worked out for them for the most part. 48-42. If a couple more threes had fallen for Logan or any of the other diggers, this game would possibly be theirs right now in their hands. Said The defensive lapses have prevented them from taking control of this one. Trailing by a score of 48-42. Few minutes to go left in this one.
No, they
Sam
make
over there coaching up the Gravediggers, his former team. Post-injury, unable to form with them now, but he is still there to coach them up. This team is definitely gassed, but right now they're in need of offense, and being down by a score of 6 is not easy to come back from in a few minutes in this league. And they pretty much desperately need a couple of threes if possible, especially with the way the Mystics have been able to score on the other end. It's been very difficult for the Gravediggers to get stops, especially in the paint. Rob has not been able to be effective defensively in the paint. Nate has been struggling to keep up with Hunter down there, and Allen has been outside mostly. They've been pulling Allen outside, but he can't help down there. So Mystics have been getting whatever they want down there, and as long as they're able to do that, it's going to be really tough for the Diggers to come back. Neal pulls from deep, misses, and this is the chance for the Gravediggers getting the stop there. Allen come down, heads it over to Nate. Nate from the wing, 3, no good. Hunter with the rebound, throws it all the way up the floor to Neal. Neal getting the behind the back. Turnover, stolen by Allen. Thought he had a play of the game there, but loses it. Neal sanity experience.
Space out.
Cam telling his team to space. Nate with the ball up top. Stepping back. Pulls up another really deep 3. No good. Rob over there with the rebound. Cannot get it. Out of bounds.
48-42.
Diggers, ironically, have gotten a couple stops here, but have not been able to capitalize on the offensive end. Come back in this one. Hunter over to Neal, and you see that give and go action that they've done quite a few times in this one. It's been very successful. Logan stops there, but still ends up fouling Hunter. Hunter going to the line for 2 free throws. Already 1 for 2 on the day for him. No good on the first. Boy, the Diggers would be very happy if he misses both of these. If you're going to foul somebody at the line, you probably want to foul Hunter. But he makes the second one. Makes me eat my words, and he now has another 20-20 game, piling them up over the course of his SPBL career. Nate down to Logan. Diggers down by 7 here in the closing minutes. Need to get some offense desperately. Nate pulling from really deep again and hits that one. Definitely needed that one. 49-45. Mystics lead. 4 minutes left. Nate now with 5 threes in this one, and wow, Travis with a fantastic take there.
51-45.
Giving the Mystics a 6-point lead back. Nate playing from really deep again, and I was about to mention Nate having hit 5 threes, which is a very good number in this league, making 5 threes. I'm sure the Mystics have been happy so far with their defense, forcing him to shoot very deep threes and at a low percentage for sure. Nate goes all the way in and does take it up. I mentioned earlier they normally like to stop on those fast breaks. He does not there. He goes right up with it, makes the layup. Gravediggers down 4 again. 2 minutes to go in this one.
There you go.
Gonna double team Travis. Travis finds Hunter. Hunter gonna take it in the paint. Logan trying to stop him. Fouls him, and that's another trip to the free throw line for Hunter, who is 2 for 4 on the night.
Yeah, it has been Logan. Logan's the only guy over there.
I was mentioning that the Mystics have been likely happy with their defensive effort so far on Nate in the half court. Trying to force him to shoot really deep threes. And while he can make deep threes, it's usually not at a percentage that is detrimental to the opponent. And so far, we've seen him hit quite a few deep ones. He's made 5 threes overall, but at a percentage that is left to be desired. Hunter misses the free throw but gets his own rebound. Misses the putback. Nate with the rebound over to Allen. Allen gonna give it to Logan. Logan going back in the paint. No good. Allen with the rebound lost out of bounds, and it is Mystics ball. He's asking for a foul. Does not get the foul call. Travis, minute 30 left with the ball. Rob gonna foul him. Top of the key.
That's an understandable one right there. Yeah, that's an understandable. That's an understandable one.
Is that 2 on 2 seed?
We told him.
I
Yeah, that's the unique.
mentioned that
I have no idea.
Hunter is likely the one that you would like to put at the line for this Mystics team, but
I was about to say, I
as we saw last game, anything can happen in these closing minutes with the free throws. Travis misses the first free throw. Big time for the Gravediggers. Another miss would be huge for them as long as they can corral this rebound. But you know, Dave and Hunter are both down there ready to go and get this one in the event of a miss. But he doesn't. Gets it down, gives them a 5-point lead, 52-47 with 90 seconds left to go in this one. Nate looking for a three, gives over to Rob. Rob tries to get into Logan and stolen by Travis. Travis can push the other way. Rob fouls. It was a good idea there from Rob, but he's not necessarily the best passer, and Logan could not corral that one, whether it was on Logan or Rob. Travis pokes it out, gets the steal, and will go back to the line for two more shots.
Y'all taking back-to-back games? Y'all aren't taking any back-to-back games.
I don't know. I was talking about last game.
No good on the first one from Travis. He was no good on the first one on his last trip to the line as well, but was able to hit the second one. Hits the second one again. One warm-up shot is all Travis needs, and he'll make it then after that. Mystics now lead by 6, 53-47.
Like this to fucking leave.
Logan with the ball. Pulls up from really deep. Still has not been able to get a rhythm going from deep, as Logan is now sitting at 0 for 8 from beyond the arc.
They can get the shorter goal if they want.
I don't know. I think they won the bigger goal.
With the foul, Logan with his third foul of the game on Hunter. Hunter going to go to the line. Mystics up by 6. Under a minute left, and it will take a bit of a miracle here for the Gravediggers. Come back from this one. They're going to need to hit some shots quickly and hope for some more missed free throws, but Hunter does not miss that one.
Watch out!
Hunter on the second, no good. Rebound over to Dave. Dave loses it out of bounds. They don't call a foul, and it will be Gravediggers' ball. Looks like a bit of a debate there on the call. Hunter, 3 for 8 from the line today. Scrappers definitely would have appreciated that in their last game when he went 6 for 8 from the line, but nonetheless, Diggers trying to come back here in the closing seconds. No good on the 3 from Nate. Logan still hustling for the rebound. Love to see the hustle out of Logan. Nate over to Allen. Allen pulling up from 3 as well. No good. Mystics ball. Rob going to follow. They do not follow him, and is Neal with the ball. Looks like Nate's going to foul
I
Neal.
wouldn't even. Oh, guys. Not even necessary anymore.
Mystics leading 54-47. And barring something totally unforeseen in this one, looks like the Mystics are going to come away with their second win of the season, back-to-back wins to bring them to 500 overall, 2-2 on the season. Meanwhile, the Gravediggers will fall to 0-3. Neal hits the first free throw to bring it to a score of 55-47. Second free throw is no good, but there you go. Dave with the offensive rebound. Just when you think, oh, Travis gets fouled on the 3 by Ron. I don't know if they'll give him 3 free throws. I think it was a shooting foul.
55-47. Who was that foul on? Was that Allen?
I don't know.
How'd you miss that?
Travis to the line. Missed the front end of both of his previous 2 trips and misses the front end here as well. Interesting strategy here from the Gravediggers. I was going to say no one on the lower block. Rob moves down to the lower block. Travis misses the second one, and they did not give him 3 free throws there. Logan fires the pass out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Mystics.
Sam, you think it's still doable? Oh, God, guys.
Gravediggers.
Okay, I'm trying.
Allen wanted a timeout, but they don't take one. Mystics gonna dribble it out here. It looks like no foul from the Gravediggers. 55-47 will be your final score of this one. And Mystics with their second win of the season. Gravediggers falling to 0-3, really needing to turn around the ship here. It was a strong performance from the Gravediggers in terms of their hustle. It's been a bit of a turnaround for them. It was lacking in the first 2 games for sure. You saw Allen bring some energy to this team, and Logan definitely as well. You saw him playing much more energetic than he had in the previous 2 games, but yet it was still not enough, relying on Nate a little too much to score, and the other teams know to focus on Nate, making him shoot some very, very deep threes, some contested shots. Logan trying to score inside, which was successful, but that defense was not strong enough in the paint, allowing Hunter to come away with 23 points and 26 rebounds. A fantastic showing from Hunter in this one. He also had contributions of 13 points and 12 points from Neil and Travis, respectively. Dave also coming along with 7 points and 18 rebounds. Overall, the Mystics out-rebounding the Gravediggers by a total of 56-34. They had as many offensive rebounds as the Gravediggers had defensive rebounds, meaning that if the Mystics put up a shot, they had a 50% chance of getting their own miss, and that is very, very tough to stop, allowing a team to get so many second chance opportunities. On the other side of things, the Gravediggers were led by Nate with 27 points. He came out in that third quarter for sure, had a couple more in the fourth quarter, ended shooting 5 for 25 from 3, though, 10 for 33 overall. Not the best efficiency numbers from him, especially with what we've grown accustomed to from him, shooting 20% from deep. But he didn't have much help elsewhere, as Logan was 6 for 26 overall, 0 for 8 from beyond the arc, so 16 for 18 inside the arc. Much better performance from him inside the arc, but that shooting still has been a struggle so far this season, now falling to 3 for 29 from deep on the season. He did have 15 points and 12 rebounds, led the Gravediggers in rebounding. Rob only with 4 rebounds in this one, no points, unable to get any contributions on the offensive end. Allen contributing 5 points and 9 rebounds of his own. Overall, this game was a hotly contested battle, and both teams clearly wanted to come away with a victory here for playoff purposes. In the end, the Mystics succeed. They just seemed to have a bit more chemistry, a bit more energy, and they were able to control the paint, which is so important in this league where shooting is tough to come by. And moving forward, this is a great sign for the Mystics. Having won 2 in a row, have the ship on track. They are now tied with the Ball Hogs in the standings, and the Gravediggers are falling out of contention very quickly. Gravediggers have a game against the Scrappers coming up, who just came off the loss to the Mystics, as we mentioned. So a win versus the Scrappers could put them back into contention. They would also need to beat the Mystics again later in the season. And having lost to the Mystics today by 8, they would likely need to win that game by at least 8 to match point differential. So overall here, we have a season that is shaping up to be Scrappers and Blackfriars 1-2, and then followed up by the Ball Hogs and the Mystics. But anything can happen in the second half of the season. Gravediggers really need to get something going, need a really hot shooting performance probably against the Scrappers in order to come away with a victory to keep themselves in contention. They will have another chance at the Scrappers after the Mystics. For their last 4 games, they have 2 against the Mystics, 2 against the Scrappers. First one just completed here. Overall, looks like it should be a good end to the season. Looking like it should be a hotly contested season to end. And we have some fantastic candidates for several awards. Hunter making his presence known as he always has, keeping himself in contention for MVP voting, Defensive Player of the Year voting, and looks like this Mystics team could have a shot at getting to the championship and possibly winning it if they can come up with a performance like they did last week against the Scrappers. That is all for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me, having only one commentator here for this one. I appreciate you tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you back in our next action in the SPBL this week. Signing off, Carson Piasek. Have a good one, folks.